come back.
I'm very excited for football to come back, buddy.
I am extremely excited for college football to come back. Well, not just college football, but
Mm-hmm.
all football. We've had preseason going. I haven't watched it just because
I've been in and out. I've
I
been in
never
and
really
out.
watch preseason.
I I think week 1 I was super like, okay, football's back, baby. And then I did week 2 and I was like,
Well, like I watched that
okay.
Hall of Fame game and I was just like, this is so boring.
I wouldn't say it's boring, but for me, I'm able to look at some people that, for fantasy wise, especially like rookies, where I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, these
Yeah,
are going to be people I have on my radar.
yeah,
So that's why I've been watching a
yeah.
little bit more of the preseason, but I do not. I'm not as religious with it as I will be whenever college
Mhm.
and NFL regular season kicks
Yeah,
off into full effect.
yeah.
Now you know what I am locked in on:
What are you locked in on?
getting high level service and electrical needs
Yeah,
by today's sponsor, Hart Ventures
Ventures Electrical
Electrical Services.
Services. We finally have a sponsor. Yesterday we recorded our interview with Coach Joe.
Mhm.
Um,
Is it right here?
no, it's the other side. Lift your hand up a little bit more. Yep, right there. Yep, there it is. Hard Ventures Electrical Services,
If you are in the Omaha,
Iowa area.
Nebraska kind of, because
Yep,
he travels.
he does travel. Free estimates.
Mm-hmm.
He does commercial and residential
Residential. Yep.
services. In Yep, he's a great friend. We'll have everything linked down below.
Been in the electrical field. Gosh,
Since what? I
I
think
would
since our
say,
senior year.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
say it because he
it's
was
been
right after he got out of college. He
yeah.
went right into that. So
So
yeah,
it's been what, 8
I would,
years?
yeah, over 5 years, almost 10 years of
Yeah,
experience. So he knows what he's doing.
10 years experience. But he's sponsoring today's MattCast episode 79. I am Matt. I am Matty Light, joined by my co-host Matty J. And yeah, we're talking college football this week. First game of the season. I'm extremely happy. Broke out the cap for it. Iowa State,
It's a big news for you
big
guys. I
news.
mean, you guys going international
Yep.
to Ireland, neutral spot. It's gonna be at
From
Av Av Avia Stadium
yeah.
in Dublin.
hmm
So
Yeah. At the
Avia,
stadium.
yeah. Am I saying that right? Okay.
But yeah, huge game. And then like the notes that I wrote down for this was yes, huge game.
Mm-hmm.
But this sets the tempo for both teams throughout the season. More on the Iowa State side because we have K State, then we have like North Dakota, or like
Yeah.
some like smaller team,
Yep.
and then it's
I
Iowa.
think it's South Dakota.
Might be South Dakota.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like K State, South Dakota.
SDAK because they play in week 1
Yeah,
and in week 0.
yeah. So like we have a huge Big 12 matchup, easy tune-up game, and then Iowa right after that.
Mm-hmm.
But K State, they have two tune-up games going on to
Well, you
before.
guys play regular Iowa?
Yeah,
Oh.
every year the Cyhawk Trophy.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
We
yeah.
always play it either the second or the third game of the season.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Honestly, I forgot about that one.
yeah.
Which is funny because I think one of the first games that you and me watched together in the house was
Was the Cyhawk game. Yeah,
yeah,
and like yeah, it really just sets the tempo, lets everybody know what kind of team they're going to be this season. Because K State is a heavy favorite for the Big 12 championship. Chris Pates
yeah.
or Josh Pates,
Yeah.
we've both been watching with him. He was on Bussin' with the Boys. And then they're also starting up another show, The Locker Room, which is just all college football.
Well, so they did that last year.
Yeah,
Most of the boys did, and
yeah.
so now they
But
get into like a college
um,
specific one.
so he's been talking a lot of pretty much all these teams. Like he loves Iowa State,
Mm,
not as much as he loves Utah and Texas Tech though.
yeah,
Which I'm sitting there like, all right, I didn't know about the Texas Tech stuff.
where they've been putting so much money
Yeah,
into NIL.
and then Utah, I'm still a little bit on the fence of, but
Mm-hmm.
he does have some points about it. Where it is still the same coaching staff, they just had a down year. I'm like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has down years, but I'd love to see what we do in the wide receiver room for Iowa State just because that's where we lost 2,000 yards of offense
Mhm.
going into the NFL draft. How do we replace 2,000 yards? It's like the Moneyball thing. How do we get, this many runs and like with this much cap space?
Yeah.
But it's just like, how do we replace this?
Well, it's a big game too for rankings. K-State's number 17, Iowa State's number 22. Right now, or when I did the research for this, the odds have changed a little bit. Over under that stay the same, 49 and a half. Spread still
Mhm.
stays the same, plus or minus
It's going to
3.
be changed again. It's minus
Really?
3.
Yeah, plus or minus 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. The total,
It's 51
yeah,
now,
so that went,
51.5,
and then,
which I wanted to reconsider because I know we talked about it.
yeah,
I want to go
Case.
on the over on that one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, K-State is the favorite minus 155. I'm assuming those have also changed.
Hmm.
Iowa State plus 130. They dropped about like 5.
Yeah.
Um for me, I'm leaning the fence on this one of like I could really see either way go.
Yeah.
Um I wouldn't I would not be surprised. Well, I'm leaning I'm leaning K-State on this one.
That's fair.
But I like right
Yeah.
here, I have all my picks. I literally circled in the middle because I was like, I don't have
Yeah.
like it's like a I
This is
guess.
really a toss up
Yeah.
for someone who's not like an Iowa State or a K State fan.
Mhm.
A K State fan will say this is a lock for us.
Mhm.
Iowa State fan gonna say the same thing. I'm really up there too. It's just like I can't pick, and the only thing that's making me pick is bias on
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to go Iowa State because they are such a solid program all around. Both schools are.
Yeah. And then I'm interested how they do a week later after traveling, like because they're gonna be jet lag coming back
Mhm.
to the States, gonna be in Ames.
Yeah, like a week later they have another game.
Yeah. But it is the South Dakota SDAK. I mean, if you scroll
Yeah.
down, we'll see it on here. I don't know who like what school that is.
Hmm.
Um,
The next one that I have on my notes, the other big one from week 0
yeah.
is the Fresno K State one. Fresno actually did a solid job in their conference
Mhm.
last season. Forgot to write down. It was a
Fresno, they're not Big 12, right?
no.
I didn't think so.
Um, what I wrote down is that like initially when I looked at it, like okay, this is gonna be a KU win, and then I'm like, oh, this is closer than I thought it would have been. It's a minus 13 favorite for
Well,
KU.
that's for
The
the
spread,
spread,
yeah,
yeah. So that's the point difference, which they are leaning Kansas.
yeah. But still, like I expected that to be a little bit closer.
Then you would be
Um,
betting under the 13-point spread.
yeah. Um, Fresno was 6-7 last year, but their seventh loss was in the Potato Bowl,
Mhm.
and I believe they played.
The Potato Bowl.
Yeah, forgot. I should have wrote that one down. Um,
If you click on Gamecast, it'll show
yeah.
their last 5, the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Northern Illinois University.
So KU is a huge favorite.
Yeah.
They're a minus 600, while Fresno is a plus
It was
400.
closer than I would have expected it though, because they lost to USCLA last year only by 7.
Uh-huh.
Beat Colorado State, lost to Air Force, and lost to Hawaii, but that was a close loss. That one wasn't as big, like it's a
I guess
bigger gap,
I guess I'm
but
confused on what you're saying. Are you saying that you expected KU to be bigger favorites?
yeah,
Gotcha.
I expected it to be like a full on stomping when I first looked at it.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's closer than I expected, is what I'm trying to get at.
So you would not be betting that the spread would be less than 13 points. You would think that KU would score more, like would have a bigger lead than 13 points.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2-score lead.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then you would bet
yeah.
over. Okay.
Um, the next one that I had up there was Stanford, Hawaii. general basic when I did both teams sucked last year,
Mhm.
but Stanford's in the ACC, so I'm going Stanford on that one.
And isn't Hawaii, what are they? They're in like the
I don't even know what conference they're in.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's not like it's not the independent one.
No,
Hmm. Are they in God, what is that conference name? Can you click on them, see if it pops up?
yeah,
Were they part of the
they're in the Mountain West.
okay.
Yep,
Were they in before what was that one? Were they in the Pac-12 before it got disbanded?
I think they were.
Okay.
They might have been. The next one I have up is Idaho State and UNLV.
Hmm.
That one was an easy pick for me. UNLV. They had a phenomenal year last year. I think they still have the same quarterback from last year.
Wasn't the UNLV they had the issue last year. Pen's starting to fall apart on me. Where they lost their QB due to like an NIL, like they false
Yeah,
promised. Like, but the second guy they had was still pretty
yeah.
solid.
They had a lot of people return, and I'm like, all right, cool. UNLV, and they went up against Boise State and made it competitive in their conference championship.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna pick UNLV pretty easy on that one. Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. I'm picking Sam Houston. They both had pretty good records for the conference they're in.
Hmm.
They're in the same, but in separate. Like they're in,
The East and
yeah,
versus
yeah,
West.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the
Um,
Big Ten has like,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, and Sam Houston's just a better team. They had a better record, 10-3 last year. While Western Kentucky had an 8-3 record last year. Both of them played in bowl
I was
games.
leaning more with Western Kentucky. Can you click on that? They're the game for
Yeah,
that one. They'd be in Bowling Green if I'm remembering correctly. Yep. So they're gonna be playing in Kentucky. It's pretty close
it is.
on the matchmakers prediction of leaning Western Kentucky. The betting odds are leaning more towards Western Kentucky with Sam Houston being a bigger money line
Yeah,
underdog being plus 340. Spread is 10 points. They're expecting a fucking shootout. Over under is
yeah.
60.5. So I'm leaning more with Western Kentucky on this one.
You're gonna follow Vegas on it.
Yeah, I don't think you can just look at, how
Yeah.
a certain team did last year. Because I mean you definitely can,
Hmm.
but with that logic, I'd be thinking that Nebraska would be like a
Yeah.
not a 10-2 team like I think they're gonna be. Just going off of the logic of how they did last year.
Yeah. The next big game that we both wanted to talk about, Nebraska Cincinnati.
Yeah. Um,
Everybody's picking Nebraska on this one.
yeah, I think if you don't mind clicking on that one too,
Yep.
it's gonna be at Arrowhead. So it's neutral zone, but let's be
Neutral.
real, like it's gonna be Husker red in
Yeah.
there. Like
Hundred percent.
I don't know what the distance is from Cincinnati, like
It's got to be a seven,
from
8 hour drive.
versus Nebraska or from Lincoln, which is what
Two and a
pro
half.
well that's from here. So
Oh,
Lincoln probably like
well,
3.
yeah. Well, from here it's 3 hours, so that's why I'm like,
Well, I'm leaning. Anyway,
yeah,
we're
3-ish hours.
closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis Kelsey, alma mater.
Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, but Jason didn't play at Arrowhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Dylan Rayola is like the spawn
Hmm.
of Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes, also Arrowhead. So kind of the game of that is the bussing with the boys versus New Heights.
Yeah.
Like it to me it's a great game to at least start off.
Hmm.
Um Aaron. Um so it looks like my notes are pretty close to the same.
A
Um
lot of people were saying Matt Rule year 3 is the
yeah.
year,
Yeah, that's
and
historically how
yeah.
he performs. Um let's see here. It's going to be on the 26th or sorry, the 28th, so that following Saturday. Over under is gonna be 53.5. I think that stays the same. Yeah,
Hmm.
previously it was 50.5. Spread plus or minus 6.5. It was formerly 7.
Yeah.
Money line favorite is Nebraska minus 240, while Cincinnati is 200 plus dogs. Easily, I think Nebraska gets this game.
Oh
If
yeah.
we lose, then it is just like, what?
Yeah. What's going on?
No, it's just like that's how we're gonna do the season.
That's how we're gonna start.
We're gonna lose to
Everybody's wanting us to
a
go 10 and
less
2, and we
yeah,
have one more loss to give up.
and it's to a less superior team
Yeah.
and a less superior conference. Like is just
And like
and
we've seen Cincinnati play. Granted, that was last season,
mhm,
but Nebraska's better.
yeah, they're better.
100% better.
hmm
Did you have any other? Because the next game I have on my list is
I think that
ISU game was the next one that I had.
I think for
At least
the
on the 28th, I should say. 'Cause that one's
okay,
my date.
mine is for the 30th. I think this is what probably most people would be
Yeah.
looking at would be number one Texas at Ohio State.
Oh, actually, I forgot one. Georgia Tech, Colorado. Um,
Are you
who?
saying
So Chris Pates, the other dude, like we mentioned him already once.
uh
Listen to him. He has high hopes for Georgia Tech in the ACC.
mhm,
He thinks they're going all the way to the championship, the ACC championship, but loses.
hmm.
That's his prediction.
I'll be interested to see how Colorado
Yeah,
performs and
without their Nepo
responds,
baby.
or their Heisman winner. That would be
Yeah,
another one that I would.
but
But
I'm
yeah,
saying
the two standards are gone, and then
this is fraud alert for Colorado. Even though,
yeah, I agree.
like, this will them losing to Georgia Tech.
I don't even think it's fraud alert. I think it's just now we can just all right. The hype is dead.
Yeah,
Like we don't need to keep tuning in for this. I don't imagine any more big stars are coming out of
and even
Colorado.
Georgia Tech is the favorite too
Mm.
in this game as well. So, uh,
But I think
yep, Texas, Ohio State.
I mean, getting to see Archie Manning
Yeah,
play, finally see is he
mhm,
gonna live up to that
yeah.
Manning name? They're playing in Ohio State, which to me, like the Ohio State fan base is just they're not up there when it comes to I think Texas fans travel very well
Oh, they do.
and they're gonna want to see how well Archie does. This is
Mhm.
a rematch of
The
last year.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I had notes for that.
Yeah, it's a rematch game.
Yeah, they played earlier this year in January 10th, where Ohio State did get the
Mhm.
better of them, which led them to go
Yeah.
play Notre Dame in the championships. Right now, or as of my notes, spread was plus or minus 2.5. Over under is 47.5. Texas is the slight underdog favorite of plus 110, while Ohio State is a minus 130 favorite. I'm leaning Texas on this one. Um, a big part of it is I don't even know who the Ohio State quarterback. Haven't been reading into it, but I don't even know
Mhm.
who they replace Will Howard
Yeah.
with yet. Um, so I am gonna be on the bandwagon
Mhm.
of Archie Manning and see how
Okay.
Texas does.
I'm leaning Ohio State on it. From the sports media I've been listening to, a lot of the people are
Mhm.
like,
Josh Pate.
and a couple other ones too.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's just like apparently they had a really good camp.
Mhm,
They're looking solid.
mhm.
The team's in the right spot, ready to go, and they just like them over Texas in this game. Not gonna say it's not gonna be a shootout, not gonna be a low
It's
score.
gonna be
Yeah.
a great test for like I mean, if if you can handle business in enemy territory after they just got done winning the Natty,
Mhm.
you gotta feel pretty confident
Yeah.
in Archie.
Um, and the next game for this day,
I had LSU and Clemson.
yep, I had LSU.
Number 9
I also had
LSU.
Bama and Florida State.
I didn't have that one
I
as
put it up on
high.
there just because it's Bama. Like you kind of have to talk about Bama.
Yeah,
I didn't write a lot of notes, but
I,
I'm
I,
leaning Bama on that
I'm
one.
leaning Bama
Yeah,
too.
but it
Um,
would be interesting to see Florida State start to make the comeback after getting that really hype year where they got cheated out of the playoffs.
well, the problem is they
Then
got rid of a lot of talent
yeah,
from that, and I
then
don't
drop
know if
off,
they've.
and then yeah.
Mhm.
Um, quick one to glance over. I think Iowa State wins over South Dakota.
Yeah, I had that. That was
Yeah,
my second to last one. I think I would say, especially if they lose to a close game versus KSU, they're gonna want to
yeah,
bounce back. I had Clemson. There it is.
yep.
So number four
I have
Clemson.
Clemson as well.
Yeah, so especially they're gonna be at Clemson.
Hmm.
Spread is +or -4. Over under is 57.5. LSU is a slight dog, +155, while Clemson is a 185 favorite, -185 favorite. So I'm leaning Clemson, especially to be starting out at home.
Yeah, starting out at home is a good way to start, especially against LSU.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well said.
yeah.
And then the
Um,
last game that I had written down that I thought was impactful for week one was number 6 Notre Dame at number 10 Miami.
yep. I had that one as well, but I also had Utah, UCLA. Just because,
Hmm.
again, referencing Chris Patz,
Hmm.
he's the only one I've heard talking good on Utah this year,
Hmm.
or at least like the beginning part. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm interested to see just because they are Big 12 and we do have like we don't play them this year,
Hmm.
but I'd like to see what they're able to do. If Iowa State is to make it in the Big 12 championship, what's our competition?
Yeah.
And especially against a Big 10 team like UCLA,
Hmm.
who is a little bit more middle of the pack,
Yeah.
but still like, people like to argue that they're a much better conference.
Big
And
Ten supremacy. Yeah.
yeah.
We do play UCLA, so as a Husker
Mhm.
fan, I would love to see Utah stomp them
Yep.
out. But on that same token, I know how
Yeah.
UCLA can play, and I'm like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
leaning more UCLA on that one.
But Notre Dame in Miami.
Yeah, after falling short in the national championship,
Yep.
um, I'm more worried about how Miami does to replace Cam Ward, first number one
Mhm.
draft pick off the board. How's their QB room going to be looking? Uh, but I'm interested on that one. I think I'm riding upset alert, and I'm riding with Miami to
You're
get it
right on
done
Miami.
at home. +110 underdogs, while Notre Dame is a -130 favorite. ±2.5. Over under is 50.5. But yeah, I'm leaning more Miami to get it done
I'm
in
leading
Hard
Notre
Rock.
Dame.
Hmm.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Notre Dame. I agree with the spread.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a fucking close game.
Yeah, I agree.
I might even go under the 2.5.
And I
I think it
under
might be a 1 point game.
like they just get like a 2-point conversion and
Something or like blocked kick.
huh, interesting.
I
If
it's
you
my thinking do
Hey,
it.
if you got money on it, put it down, man.
I don't have that kind of money. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not in the I'm not in the money range to start gambling.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
And I have enough vices as is. I don't need another one.
Hmm. Following college news, Auburn is going to retire number 2 for Cam Newton. So I think that's well
Glad to see
deserved.
that happen.
Yeah,
Week 2 of the preseason. Um,
I've only watched one game,
you only watched one game.
and
Which
it
one
was
was that?
Rams and Chargers, which you passed.
Oh, I did. I can't read.
No, you're right. Stetson Bennett, it just continues to impress me. I am not on the side of like Stephen A. Smith saying that he needs to be the backup or considering it starting him. I don't think he's there yet. Um, I still like to see him just grow under Jimmy G
Hmm.
and Matt Stafford.
I mean, both
Um,
solid quarterbacks to learn underneath.
yeah, 100%. Especially like Matt Stafford's getting up there in age. I mean, he's not fragile, but he's not as durable as he once was, especially like in his Detroit
Yeah,
days.
where he
But
threw a touchdown with a dislocated shoulder.
mhm.
Yeah,
But Stetson Bennett, I had a joke in here about having better drives than um, Hard Hardinger Singh, the
Georgia player.
new
Oh,
the guy who did the illegal U-turn on the Florida Turnpike. Yeah, especially like his last drive where Like, he needed to do a game-winning drive, and he had several and, like, it wasn't just him, it was the whole team having really great plays to
Mhm.
get us down into the red zone and then finish it off with a touchdown.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm really liking what Stetson Bennett has done for us. But I will say it is so nice to just see the light at the end of the tunnel that is preseason and
Yeah.
regular season, where it's just this is our last
Preseason
preseason
game
game,
coming up. Yep.
and then we're back into college, and that's why I was weirdly enough just kind of like burnt out. Like I've had my notes about
Mhm.
weird rookies who I'm looking at. For fantasy wise, and I've
Yeah.
watched him a few times. I'm like, okay, all right, like like looking at him. The one thing that I am so interested in is the quarterback room situation
Cleveland
the in New York
in New York.
with Jackson Dart still looking good. Apparently,
Yep.
a lot of teams have been putting in requests to trade James Winston, which you know
Mhm.
he is not a top 10 quarterback in the league, but how can you just not like Jameson Winston
Yeah.
or James Winston? Jameson Winston, Jesus. James Winston. So I'm interested to see if he does get traded away, where would he go? Like where would he go?
Yeah.
Trying to think like who would be a good fit for him. And I was very interested because I was watching the highlights of the Bears and the Bills. Um, Especially just seeing what Ben Johnson is doing
Mhm.
with that offense and just, you know, looking at how they're gonna be.
I'm just curious
I
on
see that.
how the Steelers were doing. And Skylar Thompson, 10 for 15.
Yeah, 1 INT, got sacked 3 times. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, is he a rookie or has he been in the league for a while?
he was so when Tua went down last year, he was the one starting,
Okay.
remember? He was awful.
Yeah.
He was straight awful in Miami. Um,
Could it just be the team?
it could be a lot of things. It could
Because
be just like, maybe he's just better
in the
in
system.
this system.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is your guys' OC names?
Oh, Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith, thank you.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be this offensive,
Yeah.
minded whiz. Maybe he's just better in this system.
And maybe they have better quarterback coach. Get him going.
Yeah, maybe they're just putting a lot more eggs in the
Yeah.
Tua basket, and then they just
And then
weren't
also, I
working him
mean,
enough.
shit, you got Aaron Rodgers there as well. You got
Hmm.
Mason Rudolph coaching him up as well, who's
Mm.
been underneath with the Steelers for a long time. So
Yeah.
he already knows the system.
Well, and this is like Mason Rudolph's second time with
Yeah.
because wasn't it either last year or the year before he was in
Yep.
Tennessee.
He was with Tennessee for,
So it's
yeah.
just Mason Rudolph has kind of become one of those journeyman quarterback where he's going to go travel with a whole bunch of
Yeah.
teams and learn, and hopefully if he learns under Aaron Rodgers and
Maybe he
which
can actually get a starting spot, not just because the starting quarterback's injured.
maybe
Yeah. He could actually earn like a starting spot. Caleb Johnson.
you're looking for that tight end, aren't you? Looking to see how he's doing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that going to be like one of the people that you're kind of looking at? Like you already have one drafted tight end, and if he's still on there, like
He might be,
yeah.
but I'm still kind of in the air about it. I
Mm.
I like to just see a little bit more. Damn, 2 streams in a row. Cheap views on streamboo.com.
What's that?
Comment in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
The
is it?
same person. It's one of those bots that,
Oh, just hops in
yeah,
and
tries to fucking get money from you.
I see, I see. Only way we're getting money is if we shill out Hart Ventures Electrical Services.
Damn right. So yeah, then we have September 3rd. Week 1 is September 4th
Hmm.
through the 10th.
I
You want to
haven't,
start looking at week 1
not yet. I was thinking we could do that
when you come back?
when I come back
Okay.
because I come back the first, or I think I come back either the first or the second. So
Yeah.
if we do like an episode right when we come back, maybe that Wednesday when I come back and
Yeah.
then start ripping
I
and dipping.
I am curious though,
Yeah.
just based off of when you are coming back, when My Cyclones are playing. All right, cool. 11 a.m. All right. Do we want to hop into the UFC 319?
Do you want to do trivia or how are we
Let's
doing
just
on
hop in.
time?
We're at 30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just hop in the UFC then.
Yeah. Um,
Now, I did not watch an inkling of it.
I watched prelims and then I watched highlights of the pay-per-view because
Yeah.
this is one of those cards that I was invited to go watch at B-Dubs, and I saw the main event, and I just knew what we were in for,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to see it, so
Yeah.
I stayed home. Now I will say I regret missing out the rest of the main card
Mm-hmm.
because I mean Tim Elliott getting a upset sub, Michael Venom Page and Jared Cannonier apparently
Yeah.
pretty good fight, and then two back to back. Excuse me, two back to back spin and elbow KOs. Um, that sucks to see or sucks to miss. Um, Chase Hooper, kind of a hype train that's just getting derailed. That was on the prelims. Yeah, that would have been the first. Man, Edson Barbosa. Okay, so I guess the thing with this card too is you had several fights get canceled. I think it was like 3 or 4 get canceled very
Very
quickly.
last second.
Yeah, and last second, not quickly. Brian Battle, who is a guy I am a big fan of. I've when since he was on Tough and winning Tough, missed weight by like 4 pounds, and he's back to back missing weight. He was fighting he went, if I remember right, he went down to welterweight and he won that fight. And then he went to welterweight again, like in January or December. He missed weight. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to go back up to middleweight,
Mm-hmm.
miss weight again by
Yeah.
4 pounds, which is just not good.
Mm-hmm.
And Dana White hates when people miss weight, especially when it is like being off by like half a pound to a pound
This is a little bit different.
than 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Like it's even like, did you even know that you were fighting?
Yeah.
Like, so that sucks. Edson Barboza, losing. I mean, he's been in the game for a long time. Kind of curious to see where he goes next. And seeing if maybe he wants to try to get like one of those fun retirement fights, or if he still wants to go at it.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Hooper losing to Alexander Hernandez. That one was like at the buzzer, right? Yeah, two
Yeah.
seconds left. Um, Jessica Andrade, former champ, losing to Loopy.
Sean Diaz.
Yeah, I was just hear people say Loopy. Um, I think my mom and her husband came over when uh Gerard and Michael were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna try to say last names,
Yeah.
sorry. And I was like, oh my god, they got Herb Dean as the referee.
Yeah.
And she goes, what's wrong with that? I'm like, people tend to just get a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
And it was not exactly the case, but like, yeah, they could have stopped that fight a little bit sooner. But that was a good finish. And then, oh, I forgot to even mention, the very first fight on the card, Alibi, and Joseph Morales. Those were the flyweights on the latest season of Tough. That was like to see who won Tough. Uh, Joseph Morales was a former UFC guy, got a chance to get back into the UFC through Tough.
Yeah.
He was a huge favor or a huge underdog coming into this, and he got a sub over Alibi, who is like one of those Kazakhstan,
Mm-hmm.
kind of wrestling guys. So I didn't watch that one, but when I saw that, I was like, damn, I
Yeah.
gotta go back and watch that one. And then just going up to the main card, we talked about a lot of these fights. I guess let's just get into Lerone Murphy and Aaron Pico. Just another showcase of like, and I talked to our guest Joe whenever stuff like this happens. They need to stop giving these Bellator guys and these PFL guys who come over like top 5 guys
Mm-hmm.
in the rankings. Like historically, it just does not go well.
Yeah.
Like the only one I can think of it going well at first is Michael Chandler. I'm sure I'm missing another guy's name, so don't, come at
Mm-hmm.
Cale Harrison. But like other than that, like I think Cale Harrison is the only person as of late who has came over from a different promotion and succeeded to become a champion. I could be wrong on that. Do not quote me on that. That's just, but like just a ton. Like Aaron Pico, he was
Mhm.
one. Pitbull, um, he lost whenever he first came over from Bellator. Who is that other cat that lost when he first came over from Bellator?
Wasn't that dude that Derek Lewis fought also came over from Bellator?
No, I don't think so. No, he wasn't. No.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, Lerone Murphy, spinning elbow KO.
Mhm.
Volk said it, and he's like, "Hey," and he was a man on his word. Lerone Murphy called him out. Volk's like, "Hey, if you're ready for December, let's fucking do it." And I'm excited to see that fight. I like seeing Volk fight. I mean, he's my favorite fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters, and I like that he always continuously goes after like top people in his division. He doesn't
Mhm.
fight like weird gimmicky fights.
Yeah.
Um,
All for the name and everything like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
like, I don't wanna throw Michael Bisping under the bus when he got his championship and then he fought, like, number 13 rank in his
Yeah.
division, Dan Henderson. It's like, why don't you but I get it, they had history, they have whatever, but we were talking about it in our last or in
Our
next
interview.
week's episode with Joe that, like, you feel bad for the guy that's ranked number 1,
Mhm.
like Nazarok Imavov, I think is, the guy.
Yeah.
Since he's the number 1 contender, Volk's usually really good about finding that number 1 contender or that next in line. Problem is he hasn't fought all this year, so it's like
Mhm.
and the UFC is like, "What have you done for me lately?" type
Yeah.
of business. So, we don't see too often where people get their way from sitting out and not fighting.
Yeah.
And then Dricus du Plessis losing the strap 50-44 across the way to Hamzat Chimaev. First, fighter from Chechnya won a
Yeah.
belt. Um, I love seeing how divisive the MMA landscape has become from
Mhm.
this, where it's people like praising the dominance that
Yeah.
Chimaev had, and then there's also the people who are just saying like, "Ah, damn, that was so fucking boring to watch,"
Yeah.
which I think is fine to have that opinion. I think you can
Mhm.
still recognize the greatness where he had him in like 3 or 4 crucifixes, had almost 23 minutes of control time in a
Yeah.
25-minute fight, but you can still sit there and go like,
That was boring.
yeah, like the only submission that ESPN has ranked on there is done by uh Dricus du Plessis.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have 22 point whatever
Mhm.
minutes and like yeah
Almost 23 minutes.
you got
Yeah.
over 500 strikes but they're not significant
Yeah.
strikes, so I get it. You want to win, you want to fight to win,
Mhm.
and you don't owe it to anybody to have an exciting fight, but I don't think it's fair to call other fans casuals
Yeah.
or they need to go to boxing. But like that's I was in the boat of like Mighty Mouse, where Mighty Mouse is like, hey, if you don't want to see this fight, just turn it off. And that
Yeah.
was me. I didn't want to see that fight. I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of know it's coming. Like
Mhm.
I wanted Drakus to win,
Yeah.
but I knew that Chimaev was gonna win.
Mhm.
So now this week to nobody watching in the United States, if you do, like, God bless you. Starting the prelim starting at 2 a.m. in the morning in our time. So God
Crazy.
bless. It's a UFC right there, Walker versus Zhang is going to be fighting in Mercedes-Benz Arena, not Atlanta,
Yep.
but in Shanghai, China. Um yeah, starts at 2 a.m. Main card starts at 5 a.m. Which sucks because there's a lot of great fighting on this card.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker, fun light heavyweight versus Zhang Ming Lang, who I think his last fight was versus Anthony Smith, and I think that was his retirement fight.
Mhm.
Incredibly dangerous fighter. I want to see that fight.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. I didn't send it in, but Aljamain Sterling was on like a podcast recently where he was like, "It's bullshit that they're apparently that's a 5 round fight,
Yeah.
but they're not getting any incentives to do a 5 round fight," which is funny because they're in like the upper half of the featherweights,
Yeah.
and you would think that if they're gonna do this 5 round fight, that they would potentially be next in line to fight Volk, but no, that's gonna look like it's gonna go to Lerone Murphy. So what's the point of them doing a 5 round fight where there's no belt on the line and it's a co-main event
Yeah.
for a 5 a.m. card for the States? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be right when people wake up.
Yeah,
7
but
a.m.
do you think most people are gonna turn it on, or do you think
No,
they're gonna on a Saturday morning? No,
no.
they're like, and they might have it on in the background,
Hmm.
but, so I agree that, like but I'm excited to see this fight between, T-City and Aljamain, it's good and that's the thing, like, that's gonna be a pretty heavily either they're gonna grapple a ton because that's their
Yeah.
main things, or they both know the prowess of their grappling, so they're gonna be on the feet the whole time. So I'm
Hmm.
excited to see that fight. Sergey Pavlovich, we haven't seen him fight in, I think since he lost to, um, oh, what's his name? Alexander Volkov. So this is a fun heavyweight fight. Am I right on that? Matt's gonna double check me. No, okay, he beat Josh Rosenstrike before, he retired.
Yep.
So So yeah, he fought February. Excuse me. Thank you for double checking that.
I got you, bud.
Um, and then yeah, clearly a lot of Chinese fighters on this card. Um,
That's why Matt's not watching.
yeah, you got me. Uh,
I do recognize the name Michael Pereira.
yeah, he's one of those wild guys fighting. Um,
Kyle Dukakis, I remember
yep.
recognize that name.
hmm I will say the main card is exciting to me. Charles Johnson. He's been fighting pretty well recently. Can you click? I'm trying to remember. Isn't his nickname like the hand of God or something like that? Or what's his nickname? Did they show that?
I don't think they did.
Oh no, okay. Energy.
Oh, Energy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's who it is. Um, yeah, he's fun to watch too. He's gonna be bouncing back from a recent loss that he
After
had.
4 wins, though.
Yeah.
I mean, unanimous, TKO, unanimous, and
mhm.
then had a lot. L.
So I'm not gonna watch this fight. Sorry, I'm casual. I'm not gonna wake up at 2 in the morning. Um, but I will try to, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be free on ESPN, so I'll
Yeah.
just turn it on and watch them when I wake up on my time.
Hmm.
So
We were going to talk a little bit about fantasy before we hop in the
yeah,
trivia. I have one, two, three, five. I have five of us guaranteed so far.
really,
Yep. You need to reach out to uh
David.
David and Kappa.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I reached out to David.
Yep.
I have not heard back. He actually left me on delivered,
Ooh,
or
that's
he left me
unfortunate.
on red. So
Sorry, I have six. Good friend, Connor.
oh yeah,
I'm just gonna do first names. So Connor confirmed with me. Haven't heard anything from Nate the Great. Um,
I'm assuming he'd be down, but I can also reach out to him.
G-Man said he was in. So actually, no, we're at one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We're at seven. So
They're
yeah,
texting out right now. Yo, my boy, you still
we just need to hear from Baseball Tom,
do
uh, friend of the podcast Josh, and then Nate the Great, and David and Noah.
let me send that to Nate. I thought he said that he was down,
I think he did too.
just like in the early
But
part, and then I'm also gonna text.
he just hasn't responded back to like
Is
my
it
messages.
JP?
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Yep.
I'll text him,
We have our draft
and then
this Saturday. So probably on next week podcast. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter one. Um, if we do anything, but it's just kind of like
mhm,
I think at most we're probably just gonna talk over what happened week 0 in college football
mm,
and then fantasy
yeah.
and just kind of go over the team. So it'll be like probably 30-minute, 45-minute episode.
Well, next
And then you
week,
go on vacation.
yeah. So we would have to do it like early in the week. We would
Yeah.
have to do it like Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Which I think is doable
Yeah, and we can
with
also
just
we can also do the UFC fight night.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just talk it over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we could potentially stretch it out for an hour, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be gone, and then we'll have the interview.
Interview coming out. And that's also kind of why we talked about week 1 this week,
Yeah.
just so it's done with and like
hmm
we got it covered.
Yep.
Not saying done with, but like we love talking
We
ball.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
but we're just thinking about the
touch base with it, and then when I come back after my vacation, we can dive into, like, what actually
Yep.
happened. We would be able to talk about week 0,
hmm
um,
Next week. Yeah.
next week, and then when I come back, we'll talk about
Yep.
week 1 going into week 2 and NFL.
Yep.
So,
All
I'm
right, you
excited for
ready for
that.
this?
Yeah, I did not do as much research as I probably should have done for for the 49ers.
Yeah.
Um, but I am ready. So we have this newer-ish segment. This is our 3rd time.
Sponsored by the Hart Ventures Electrical Services.
We'll say that for the end because yeah, that's what the episodes.
Yeah.
But the point is Matt stole this from a different podcast. He hasn't told me what name it was.
I also haven't seen it come across my feed again. So
Gotcha.
it's just a one-time thing that I'm like,
Sorry, man.
sorry to whoever the
Sorry
podcast
you're
is.
losing out on these 20 viewers
Yeah.
a week. But Matt has 3 different players, and we'll cover each team in the NFL. This week is the 49ers,
Yep.
and
So we're bouncing back and forth. So
mhm,
like last week or the last 2 weeks,
mhm,
I asked him about the Rams,
yep,
and then he asked me about the Rams,
yep,
and then this week it'll be me asking him, and then next week you ask me.
yep.
Yep.
And then from the first one is like most obvious, and then the last one, the third one would be your most
Yeah.
obscure. So
And we also set a rule
we
for
don't
all the
need to.
teams that's
Yeah,
not our team. It has to be this century or close to, so like 98, 99.
yeah.
Um, at least one Pro Bowl or one
They
All
need to
Pro.
have like something that it like makes them stand
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
at least one season that made him stand out.
Mhm.
All right, so this gentleman was 6 foot
So
one.
he's a boy.
Yep, 6 foot 1 inch, 242 pounds.
Okay.
Went to college at Ole Miss. Was in
Miss.
the league, and with the 49ers, he was only with the 49ers from '07 to 14. He was the 11th overall pick. He got Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time first team All Pro, '07 and '09 through 2012. One second team All Pro in '08, 7-time Pro Bowler from '07 to 2013, 2-time solo tackler leader in '07 and '09,
Oh god.
two-time combined tackler, same 2 years. 2010's All Decade Team, Butkus Award for professional and college. In '06 and '09.
Mhm.
His career stats was 950 tackles, 20.5 sacks, 16 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, 53 pass deflections, 8 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns.
Okay, so let me start asking some questions
Yep,
here. Because nothing so he was drafted by the 49ers,
yep.
and he played his most of his career there.
He played his whole career.
He played his whole career there. Okay. And he played from '07 to when?
2014.
'07 to 2014.
He was heavily overshadowed,
He was overshadowed.
at
He's
least in my opinion.
I'm trying to think.
You want his position?
Sure.
Linebacker.
He's a linebacker.
I'm fairly certain he played middle linebacker. They didn't specify on it, but like
Yeah,
I
I was
remember,
thinking it's not Ronnie Lott. I don't know why that name came to my head right away. Because I think Ronnie Lott was earlier.
yeah, he was 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of faces and names. Is he a white guy?
Nope.
Okay, that wouldn't have helped anyway.
Do you want his number?
Sure.
52.
52.
Yep. Heavily overshadowed by another linebacker with the same number.
I
that you
honestly,
can't
I don't have a name for you.
you can't
Yeah, I'm
Patrick
gonna.
Willis.
Okay, I've heard of Patrick Willis. I have no like,
Really?
no, not a player that is on my radar.
Damn, really? He
Not
was like he's on like on
yeah,
all those videos of like, you know, greatest hits from
I'm
like
sure. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure
and
he
he's all
is.
over it.
I just
Yeah. And like
know.
when he popped up, I'm like, all right, cool. This is a player
Mhm.
that was phenomenal. I remember watching him like, damn, that guy can fucking hit. He's like,
That's just gonna be someone I'm gonna have to watch. So okay.
all right. Um, the next one, he's 6'3".
What's with these heights and weights?
I'm
Like,
putting it all
yeah.
out there for you.
Okay.
Yeah. He's went to Chattanooga for college. Third round, 89th pick overall.
Yeah.
He was drafted in 96, but he played in from 96 to 03. Five-time first team All Pro from and I only did it for the years that he was with
Mm,
San Francisco, but he was an All Pro
mm.
from 2000 to 02. A six-time Pro Bowler from 2000 to 03. Uh, three-time receiving touchdown leader in 01 and 02. 2000's All Decade Team. Is there any questions? Any? No.
Not
Um,
right now.
he did bounce around a lot after
Gotcha.
he played with the 49ers.
Okay.
Um, 1078 receiving yards.
Can you tell me what teams he was on?
Yes. Eagles, Cowboys, Bills, Bengals, and Seahawks.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy? From Chattanooga. He's a wide receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and he was drafted in 96,
Yep.
and he played with the 49ers until 03.
Yep. Well, 03 was his last year. And then he popped off with the Eagles from 04 to 06.
Okay.
And then was with the Cowboys after that for a season or two. And then was with the Bills for a season, the Bengals for a season, was with the Seahawks for half a season, went to like one of those like random teams, and then came back for the latter half of the season.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I should know this guy's name.
Yes.
It's not fucking like, because I'm trying to think of like weird people who like, because like I remember like Jerry Rice when he was playing
Hmm.
for them and then he kept bouncing around to other teams. But I don't think this is Jerry Rice
Nope.
because there would be a lot more fucking accomplishments with him.
Hmm.
Wide receiver. Is he known predominantly for being a 49er? Or is he's kind of more known for being on a different team?
I remember him more for a different team, just because he had a lot of controversy with another team.
It's not T.O.
Is it?
Is it Terrell
It
Owens?
is To.
Wow, I didn't realize he was with the 49ers that long. I
Yeah,
always know him for being an
an
Eagle.
Eagle. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I picked him because I'm like I've
yeah.
always known him for being an Eagle because he
I
had
didn't
that
had
whole
no idea.
controversy in
Yeah.
camp.
And then I knew he went to the Cowboys right
Yep.
afterwards. But I like he was like in my head and I was just like,
It can't be To.
oh, I was like, I don't remember him being a 49er.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't ring any bells for me.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got one. Feel good.
I was really hoping, like, dude, if I tell you the number, this is gonna tell it. Like, if you asked what's the
Mm,
number, now this one I don't expect you to get. Um, he does not have a lot of accolades.
mm.
So he was number 22. He was a cornerback, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Was with Auburn. Was drafted in 05. I forgot the. He was with the Redskins, drafted by the Redskins. First overall. I think I wrote down ninth pick. In the 05
So
draft.
first round, ninth overall.
Yep.
Okay.
He played with the 49ers from 2011 to 2013. He was second team All Pro in 2011, Pro Bowl in 2011. 481 tackles, one sack, five forced fumbles, five fumble recoveries, 17 interceptions, and three touchdowns.
Hmm.
He went and played with the Oakland Raiders after the 49ers and then retired after that. So he had a very short lived career.
Oh, What's his number? 51?
No, 22.
22. Fuck. Okay. Because when you said the Redskins and then played for Oakland, I
Yeah.
was like, is this fucking Will Compton? But then
No.
what school did you say he was from?
Auburn.
Auburn. Okay, yeah. And then you said he was first round, ninth pick.
Yeah.
But when you said Redskins, and then I was like, is he fucking trolling me with fucking Will
Will
Compton?
Compton. When did Will Compton play with the 49ers?
That's but
Yeah.
I knew the Redskins and the Raiders,
That would have
but
been hilarious if Will Compton had played with him for like a season.
yeah, and then
Completely forgot about it.
well, and I don't think he had any.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. Compton. I don't think he had any like Pro Bowls or
No.
anything.
So I was thinking about like, do I toss him in there to see like,
So I kept thinking, I thought you were gonna fuck with me and put in Richard Sherman. I was ready for Richard Sherman because I know he played for the 49ers for a little bit.
and see like I knew you're gonna want Richard Sherman. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Like,
And I should know of this guy,
I wouldn't expect you to know him.
and I have no
Okay,
idea.
it's Carlos Rogers.
Never heard
He
of
was
him.
on their Super Bowl team when Colin Kaepernick, he was a starter for them, and he
Gotcha.
got his Pro Bowl and everything.
Huh.
So
Okay.
like he was there, and then he just steady decline of
And I was
performance.
watching football then, but I was not at the like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
know this guy's name and
yeah. Like I remember when I was watching him play,
mm.
like
I got you 2 yeses, by the way. I got you 3 yeses.
3 yeses.
So we got JP. He says when is the draft? It's Saturday, right?
Yep, Saturday at 5:30.
Mm, okay. So yeah. And then Baseball Tom
Baseball Tom.
also asked. Aren't they in the group chat?
They should be.
Yeah. They
I don't
both
know
asked.
why.
They both asked what day and what time. And then Noah.
Okay, so we're just waiting on actual confirmation from Nate the Great, and then David. Should we get
We should probably start thinking of backup for if
David?
yeah, if he doesn't do it.
Yeah,
It's not David from Carhartt.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying David.
Yeah.
It would also be hilarious too if we could get Coach Joe
He
to
doesn't
like sponsor like a fucking championship
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've already seen.
for
Hey,
just
can you just start giving us your money and then we just say it's for your company and then like the government pays for it? Can
yeah,
we do
and then
that?
you get tax write-offs.
Yeah, can we please?
It's just like this trophy is sponsored by Hart Ventures Electrical
It's
Services.
marketing.
Yeah,
You know.
if we just hold up like the trophy,
Hey, if you get the trophy too, you also get
one free estimate,
one free estimate. Yeah.
even though he already
He's like, I already
offers
offer
it.
that. Which yeah, Omaha area, Council Bluffs, I'm assuming somewhere in Iowa. I don't know his range.
Most of the western side
Nebraska.
of Iowa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you need electrical services, his information, his Facebook page, his Google thing is all
yep.
going to be in our description. So look him up if you need anything. He does great work. I know. Did he do some
He
stuff for
hasn't
you?
yet, but
But I know
yep.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. So
All right. Thank you guys.
bye. Bye.